The Vlog Squad was a very popular YouTube collective back in the day. You could consider their leader to be David Dover. They've since disbanded a while back, but for a multitude of reasons, including Jeff Wojtek almost going completely blind after being swung around on an excavator, and Dirte Dom being questionable. But to my surprise, the gang still continues to work with each other in some capacity. Jason Nash does these roasts where other members of the Vlog Squad will roast certain members. They hosted a roast where the subject of the ridicule was a member named Zain Hijazi. This video was uploaded about 2 weeks ago, but it seems like the group actually hates each other now. But in my opinion, Zayn came out of the roast being... he wasn't the worst one off. Heath was definitely the one that got the worst jokes made about him, mainly because the dude kept getting called a racist in what seems like a somewhat genuine manner. I'm gonna play a few clips of the insults that they made towards him. If you haven't seen them, if you found this video, you probably already saw him. Who am I kidding?
Cast of Unfiltered is here. You know, it's funny that the show's called Unfiltered when they have to filter out Heath's racism every episode.
First roaster is so old he remembers segregation, which is something Heath asks about him every day.
Zane, you're a lot like Donald Trump. You're delusional, you have bad hair, and your best friend's a racist.
Mariah, you were so sweet to me. You treat me like family every time I come out to LA. I can't believe you're still with that racist.
Sorry about this. Heath is so racist, he and Mariah take a break from their relationship every summer because she gets a little too tan. So...
thank God Heath finally got in shape. Congrats, Heath. Really, truly. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be a lot of work for Mariah, who has to knit a much smaller clan outfit.
Tried to save my favorite one for last there. Hope you enjoyed that joke as much as I did. Now, I don't know what it is. It might just be a combination of the way these jokes were delivered and the frequency of them, but it really feels like they just do not like Heath. Like there's at least a small tiny cell in their body that actually thinks he's a racist, and that cell got permission to write the jokes. I mean, I feel like if you genuinely liked a person, you wouldn't make jokes about them being a racist on a public platform on video that anybody could look up at any time because it's on the internet. There is another joke that touches on one of the members being racist. It's against Matt King, but I feel like there's a difference between what happened with Matt and all the jokes that happened with Heath.
Matt King is here. Matt, where are you, buddy? Doesn't he just look like the poster boy for a hate crime?
Honestly, kind of agree with that statement there. But anyways, it's not like they were harping on Matt for looking like a racist the entire show. Also, her mannerisms and the inflection she put on her words, it's more obvious that she's joking. And even then, they only said he looked like a racist. With Heath, they were just saying it like it was a fact, like it was a well-established Vlog Squad lore. Another thing that just makes me laugh at this whole situation is that even if Heath isn't a racist, which he might not be, I'm not there, I don't hang out with the Vlog Squad, thank the Lord. But even if Heath isn't a racist in real life, we've seen big companies drop people that they're working with based on racism accusations. The one that comes to mind is Roseanne. She got an entire reboot of her show canceled because of that. Heck, pretty recently, American Idol dropped a 16-year-old finalist. He was one of the last 4 people competing, and they kicked him off the show quietly because a video surfaced of him when he was like 12. And the friend had the KKK style hood on. Like, he didn't even have the hood on, it was just his friend. But because he was in that video, they were like, nah bro, get out of here. But my point is, if NBC is willing to drop Roseanne, who had a pretty successful sitcom in the past, and American Idol is willing to drop a 16-year-old from their show, what chance does Heath have? I feel like they could have accidentally sabotaged Heath getting future jobs and stuff. Well, Heath still has his podcast that they mentioned in here, the Unfiltered podcast, and also he probably still has a bunch of that Vlog Squad money that he can rest on. But I feel like if I was in Heath's position, I would still want to be able to like work with other people and do different things, and I probably wouldn't want this on the internet. But I guess he didn't seem too bothered in here. Maybe I just stress out too much. I know this isn't a big deal at all. I just found this really, really funny, and I just wanted to talk about it to anybody that would find this